I know.
Here we go.
Okay.
Well, I gotta hit fireflies. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Hello, everyone. It is Sunday, the 23rd of February. How are you? And you, but most importantly, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Angie. How are you tonight?
I am excellent, actually.
Excellent, actually.
It's, yeah, got a lot done. Had some good conversations today. Sat outside. Got some
Ooh.
sun. Talked to my
I
neighbor.
walked.
Saw the alligator.
I walked outside today. I yes, I did.
Alligators are out in full force.
Alligators are out in full force.
Mhm.
See, that's something I just don't get.
Two.
Two alligators. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Great to have you here live.
Hi, Carrie Perry. Let me know
Um,
again.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
But we're starting to have the spring birds, because Luna likes to chase them. So when they're down, she really likes the babies when they can't get away, but she likes to
Yeah.
chase them. They like to hide in one of the bushes and stuff, and she likes to chase after them.
Mudley is so weird. He does not. He'll just lay there and they're like singing ducks or singing geese that are just everywhere in our backyard. And he does not bother them at all, but he goes after the golf carts.
Okay.
Explain that to me.
If I could explain Muttley, I'm a little lost on the Muttley. Hey,
Uh,
Karen from Jacksonville. Carrie, the turtles are out too, trying to stay warm in the sun. I would
South
like to know
Florida.
what warm sun is. It was nice that we had a weather-free weekend. A
Nice.
weather-free weekend in the Northeast.
Nice.
It was very nice.
You're surrounded by Florida people here, Neil.
Yeah, I am. Hey, Iowa's in the house.
And now there's Heather.
Iowa's in the house. Give me my Iowa.
Iowa. We got two Iowa, three Florida to two Iowa.
All right.
Gonna break the tie.
Oh, we're 2-2. Or two. Oh, okay. Well, hey, it is great to have everybody here. Hey, Lou, Jessica, Heather. It was nice here today. I mean, it was nice when I was out walking. Lou. That was the extent. I was at my desk most of the day today, I admit. And a Canadian. Yes, Canadian.
And a Canadian. Yeah.
Yes, the 51st state, as some people call it. Not me. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I like my Canadians. I almost got stopped at the border. Well, I've gotten stopped at the border twice, but those are stories from my younger days. Don't don't ever run across the bridge at Niagara Falls. That's my pro tip to you.
Good to know.
You
Good to
know.
know. Yeah.
There's a pro tip. You can fill in the rest of the story with
I can imagine.
whatever your imagination takes you, wherever that takes you.
What's going
Good
in the
time.
book today?
And I've had security twice at the border. Canadian border stopped me. Oh, these things from my youth. I wasn't always a good boy. I mean, I was always a good boy.
I was the angel.
Okay, so before I get to tonight's quote, Angie, yeah, I flipped the page at first and it didn't have a quote, but it had a reflection. So I thought I would start with that and then flip the page to tonight's quote.
Okay.
Okay, reflection zone. Select a quote that challenges or changes your perspective on a particular topic. Explain how this will improve your outlook. Imagine yourself having a conversation with the author of the quote. What questions would you ask them, and what insights do you think they would share? If you were writing a letter to a friend or loved one, which quote would you use as a starting point for your message? Reflect on the quote's relevance to your relationship and share your thoughts and feelings. That's a pretty good, that's a powerful, that's deep.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. And,
That's
and,
good.
and it flows into what we're talking about tonight. So there you go. And the next section in our quote book is discipline and focus, which also fits into
What we're talking.
our stuff tonight. All right. The discipline you learn and character you build from setting and achieving a goal can be more valuable than the achievement of the goal itself. The discipline you learn and character you build from setting and achieving a goal can be more valuable than the achievement of the goal itself.
True.
This is true stuff. True stuff.
True. True.
So, I got two things first, and then I'll get in on my topic. One, I thought I'd share, Angie, because we're in that zone in the Americas, in the United States. Okay, it is tax season.
Yeah.
Okay, it is tax season in the United States. April 15th is tax day in the United States. If you're a corporation, that's a month earlier, March 15th. If you're an S Corp or a C Corp or B Corp. For most people that follow a traditional calendar year tax year, and that's most companies. And so I thought I'd share that I was excited this week that taxes are filed in, accepted, paid, refunds issued for the returns that had a refund, but in and done on February 17th, a month earlier than last year. A month earlier than last year they were filed. So, which is always, I like to be efficient with that. And so, I can do my part, but then obviously I have to wait on my accountant to do their part. And that is a big deal to be done with that. Okay, I'm done, not only my part, which I was done in January with my part. I got everything to the accountant in January. And I always recommend, especially if you have a business, that you have a accounting service in the boat with you, that you're not doing it alone.
Right.
A good, huh?
And that you meet with them more than just tax season.
And more than just tax season that you meet with them. But I always recommend that. We do as Next Level, that we always recommend that, and we walk what we preach. But, I can do all the stuff that I need to do to get to them, which I've gotten really good at and got everything to them in January. But they got everything back to me, and we signed off on, met again and signed off on everything in the middle of February. So we're a month earlier than last year. I was looking at the filing dates. I love that, Jessica. Taxes before baseball season. And that's perfect. Another 2 weeks and dropped off. Yeah, many years ago, I created a checklist of everything that I needed to prepare for tax season. Everything that I gave to the accountant. And so that becomes my checklist in January that I work my way down and I check for anything new. Am I doing business with somebody new? Have I got a new credit card processor? Have I got something new that we're dealing with that would generate a new tax form? And then I update the list. But other than that, I can just go down the list and start looking for it. Seeing if it's a form I can download online, seeing if it's just information I have in my QuickBooks, seeing what I can do so I can go check, check, check. And then I can just say, yep, I've got everything. It's all good to go to Tim.
Right.
And then I can harass Tim, who I have a very good relationship with, but
Right.
it was good. So I'm glad that I have that done. The other thing I wanted to talk about, again, for our US people, is the Corporate Transparency Act. Okay, the courts have yes, this is the act that just will not die. Okay, the courts have again reinstated it. Technically, it has a March deadline. I am telling you, just chill right now. Okay, it has a deadline late in March, which is again going to be revised. The House and Senate are actually working on legislation to further delay it while they look at other alternatives. So they have a bill that's got bipartisan support that'll likely get passed. Even though DC can't get anything done, the current deadline is March 21st. We got a lot of time. It is very easy to do if we ever had to do it. Don't worry about it. We will keep you updated. But because I expect that there will be further delays. The bill that's working its way through would reset it to 2026. Okay. And give them time to figure things out. And even thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not the final deadline. Even the organization that's responsible for this says, yeah, we're going to probably revise this. Okay, they said they're going to revise it. The people that are actually in charge of setting the deadline, doing everything, said we're going to probably revise this. So hang tight. It's not over yet. Lots of organizations are working on it. Our friends at NRF, NFIB, this is really bothering them. They're working on it. So we got friends in high places working on it.
Good, good.
We did. So
That's just been a mess.
it's been a mess, and quite honestly, that was my message to Congress when the court reinstated it. I was in contact with people. I have a meeting. Is it this week? I have another meeting. Doesn't matter when I have a meeting. But I was right on it. I was just like, this is just, the courts have made just chaos out of this. And as a business owner, okay, you as a business owner, you have a lot of things to do other than keep track of this. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And so give me a freaking break. You'd have to look at what I really wrote. I sent a letter, which I copied my friends at NFIB, and they're like, you really said that, didn't you? Well, I'm like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. But, it is that kind of frustration. I need to focus on growing. You need to focus on growing your business, growing your employees, growing your impact on your community. You don't have time to keep track of all this. And so I'll keep you posted. I will keep you posted. But that's with that. But, with all that, Angie, I mean, that brings up an important discussion. And not enough store owners really think about it. What are we talking about tonight?
I know what we're talking about, but
Angie's had a long day.
No, I know what we're talking about, but I'm gonna let you tell, and then I'm gonna let you explain it, and then I'm gonna tell you my side of it.
And I appreciate your side.
Yeah.
I appreciate your side. So what I'm talking about is your worth to your business. Okay, your worth for your job that you do. Okay, your worth for the job that you do in your business. Okay, everybody that tunes in here, well, they're either owners, managers of business. Okay, and what is your worth, okay, for the job that you do? Okay, what do you get paid for the job that you do? And I'm going to differentiate it just a tad bit, okay, because it's an important differentiation, but I'm not going to get soapbox weedy for you tonight. I'm not going to get on my soapbox with it, okay, but as an owner of a business, okay, you have two roles. Most of you have two roles. You own a business, okay, and you work in your business. Those are two separate things. In corporate America, that would be considered a shareholder, a stockholder of the business, okay, and an employee. And a simple way to think about that is the president of Walmart. The president of Walmart is a shareholder. He is an owner of Walmart. He owns lots of shares of stock of Walmart. Okay. And he gets a dividend if Walmart makes a profit. Okay. A dividend is just his share of the profit. He gets one of these if Walmart makes a profit. He doesn't if Walmart doesn't. But every week, when every other Walmart employee gets paid, he gets paid.
Right.
Okay, every week. And in small business, that tends to get overlooked. In small business and women-owned businesses in particular, we take care of everybody else. We pay all our vendors. We pay all our employees. We pay our rent. We pay for our cost of goods sold. We pay for our lights and utilities. We pay for our trash pickup. Okay. We pay our taxes. And then we forget somebody. We forget somebody. We forget to pay us.
Absolutely.
Okay. We absolutely forget to pay us. And if I told you, if I asked you, Angie, if I sat here and I read a job ad, exciting opportunity to sort through used clothes and furniture and home decor. Some of it's smelly. Some of it's dirty. Opportunity to work extra long hours. 40-hour work week? Well, that was 40 hours ago because we worked 80 hours this week.
Yep.
Okay. Wages? Okay. Wages, smages. Okay. You don't have to worry about money. You're not going to get paid. Okay. You get to work for zero.
Yep.
Okay. You get paid when there's extra money in the register. Okay. If I told you that, okay, to apply for that, Angie, would you have applied for that job?
Nope, not like that.
Okay, but what if I said, hang on a second, Angie, this job pays $10 an hour. Would you leave? Would you leave? You left a corporate job, corporate America job.
I did.
Yeah, and to open your store.
Yeah.
If I told you $10 an hour, would you take it?
No.
How about 20? Would you take it at 20?
Getting closer, but still not what I was making.
Okay, would $30 an hour be a good starting point?
Getting
I
closer.
mean, you're leaving corporate America, you're leaving the benefits, vacation time, you probably got vacation.
Freedom. Yep. Losing freedom.
Losing freedom, you know. Owning your own business is supposed to get more freedom.
Yeah.
Nah, not in the early, not, okay.
No.
Okay, Angie, you drive a hard bargain, you know, this isn't a yes day, but how about if I gave you $40 an hour? Would you take a chance and bet on Angie that you could do better?
I would. At 40, I would do it.
At $40 an hour, Angie would go to work for herself. At $40 an hour.
Yeah.
Please,
Yes, please. Yes, right, Heather?
okay, at $40 an hour, Angie would go work for herself. One of my favorite. Back to my youth for a second. I was invited to a lot of teacher retirement parties. Some stories would say I retired them. Okay. Some stories. But one of them was for my principal, okay, who I had my elementary school principal, who I had a very good relationship with. Okay. And during his retirement speech, because he'd already been retired a little bit when they had the party for him, he's like, you know, I met with my financial advisor and everything, planning my retirement and everything. And at the time, so this is 80s, early 80s, whatever, he's like, you know, can you live on $3,000 a month? and you know, back in the early eight, you know,
Yeah.
he's like, I didn't know they meant calories.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay. But $40, Angie. I got 40. So that means if you work 2 hours, I got to give you 80. Hang on a second. 80. Okay, I got $80 here for you, Angie. Do you feel valued now? Are you valuing your time?
I'm valuing my time.
You are, because you just said 40 bucks an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, to get you to quit your corporate job and own your own business. Freedom!
Dumb. Dumb. Freedom.
Freedom. Yes. Okay, you didn't know what you didn't know. None of us did.
Right.
None of us did. I mean, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I grew up in my father's business. Okay?
Yep.
Okay? You know, you don't know what you don't know. But what I loved what you just did, Angie, what I love about that is you actually put a value on you. You actually went back in time. You went back in time and thought about, okay, I had this job. I was top dog, top trainer, top person at the 911 center. I had this very important actual life and death job.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Where I was saving lives, okay, and took care of people, okay. And I'm going to leave, and I had benefits, and I had vacation, and I had seniority, all the things, all the things. Did you have your own parking spot? Did you have a fancy parking spot? You did. I didn't know that, Angie. You had your own parking spot. You had it all. You had that. Angie had it all.
I had a great job.
Okay.
Awful.
And said, and retirement plan, you know, and said, for 4 of these,
yeah,
I will leave that to pursue and be my own boss.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in those early years, where I know you worked lots of hours, because I mean, if you've never seen an Angie window display, which I know if you followed us for any period of time, you've seen examples of Angie's windows and Angie's displays, which are freaking amazing. Okay. So when you add up the hours doing that first window in the big store, did you get 40 for? No. No, you didn't.
I did not.
No, you did not. And that's common, because, you know, one of the common things, Angie, when we start our businesses, is the harder you work, the more money you make. The more you work, the more money you make. It may have only been one of these an hour, okay, on a good day. Okay, it may have only been one of these an hour, but the harder you work, that all of that 10 was yours. Okay? All of that was yours. As you grow your business, as you become a better resale rock star, okay, the more you work on your business, the smarter you work, the more you use your head, the more you use tools. Okay, I mean, you remember, I mean, I wish I had the prop here. Okay, but I'm going to give you a visual as best I can right now. There was something before the pink calculator, Angie. Okay, I mean, way before there were pink calculators, there was an abacus. Okay? Do your math on an abacus. You know, those, now they're like toys for babies. Babies slide the things, and you would slide over and you would add on an abacus. Okay. Things got better. Okay. You use technology. Okay. We used a calculator. That's better. Excel's better than a calculator, right? I can do more things with it. The calculator on my phone is more powerful than my pink calculator, sad to say, but
What, true?
but it's true. I like the real buttons on my pink calculator, even though the calculator on my phone is more powerful. But it's still not Excel, which is even more powerful. And that technology changes things, okay, as we adapt our businesses, because it allows us to work on our business, it allows us to grow, it allows us to it allows us to keep more of these. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Did we ever talk about when I started paying myself?
I don't know that we've talked about it on here.
So, if I go back and I was thinking about this when you told me what we were talking about a little bit. And, in the beginning, it was always about making sure that the team got paid. Like,
And that's
I valued my team to make sure that they were getting paid. Right.
yeah.
And I didn't really recognize about valuing myself that much, because I was always worried, well, what if? The what ifs. What if I have a run on the bank? What if the HVAC goes out? What if I need to buy some computers or something? I always wanted that money there. Like, I kept thinking, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Keep it in the store. Keep it in the store.
Well, and just to back up, before one thing that's missing from that story is before you started your store, you banked your salary. You and your husband made the decision before you do this, can we live without your salary?
Right. We banked it for a year. We banked my regular salary.
And that was to start, that was the seed money to start the store.
From the Bank of Leonard.
Yes.
We just call it the Bank of Leonard, but it was my money. But anyway, yeah. So, but then here's what happened, Neil. I was not getting paid. I was watching everybody else get paid. And my little brain starts telling me, are you sure you should be doing this? Are you good enough? Are you, like, am I doing this right? How long can I do this? All of those negative thoughts started coming in my brain. And then we decided, yeah, let's do a paycheck. Let's just start doing this. And, store's going to be fine. But it took me a long time to say the store's going to be fine, even though I knew it in my head. That got more value than I did.
Yes.
And it was just after we started paying myself, after I started doing that, it was like proof that, yeah, even it wasn't very much, but it was still, like you said before, it was getting that paycheck. And I was finally proving to myself that I could do it, that this store has something that's worth it. Like, I stopped just being in survival mode and I started being in, let's kick some butt. We can kick some butt. It's all up here.
It is up here. And that's separate from a lot of stores in their first year will say, I'm not going to take any money out so I can reinvest it in growing faster. And that's common in any business.
Right.
Okay, I want to grow faster, so I'm going to leave the money in the business so the business can grow faster is a very common thing. Right. But this idea and it's scary when you start, but it's very self-gratifying. You deserve it. Okay. You work hard.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody deserves it.
Everybody deserves it. You
Right.
deserve it. Okay. And it is a freedom. And quite honestly, in a predominantly women-owned business industry, okay, it is the nurturing effect, the motherly effect, is partly what I call it, that we want to take care of everybody else. Okay.
Right. I was the one.
No man would do that. No guy would, I mean, not there is that guy, but guys would not, they'd be like,
yeah. I was and I'm sure everybody can relate to this. I was the one that said, oh, I'll do that so you don't have to my team.
Right.
I'll go clean the toilets. You shouldn't have to. Well,
right.
We should all, but it was there was just that mentality of everybody else first.
Yes.
And not that I want to be selfish, but it just changed how things were in the store. And because I started realizing too, like I said, like your mindset just shifts when you get that paycheck, even if it's, like I said, just a small amount, even if it was $50, it's just getting that paycheck. But it was realizing after that, it was realizing there's more to this than just me busting my butt every single day.
Right.
There's more, like you said, there's more technology, there's more stuff I can learn in the computer, there's more of this, there's more, so many different opportunities were all around me and I didn't see them. It took me a long time to realize it.
And so often in stores, I mean, we use different things. I remember, a lot of stores start out with a inkjet printer printing their tags if they're not writing them by hand. Okay, I mean, I remember we had a dot matrix printer back when we first opened that printed our tags. Okay, but when you invest in technology like a dedicated label printer, it saves so much time and so much money.
Two different kinds
Right,
of labels, two kinds
right. Well, you know how many I have now, but
yeah,
back then we were putting them in, and because it saved time, and it made us more efficient. So the technology that made us more efficient. Okay, many stores were on one software when they started and changed softwares because it no longer met the needs of their business. It got them to here, but didn't get them to there. Okay, and that's common. Okay, what got you to be $100,000 a year in sales isn't going to get you to 250. What got you to 250 isn't going to get you to 500. What got the skills that got you to those levels, okay, the tools that you use to get you to that level is going to be different. The tool that got you to 500 isn't going to be the tool that gets you to $1 million.
right. So I'm just going to ask the question if you guys want to answer this. What's the last thing that you did to how do I say this, increase your productivity to,
Yeah, make it so that you can work less. I mean, make yourself more efficient. What was the last tool you bought? Okay. What was the last thing you invested in for your business that gave you freedom? Okay. I mean, or gave you increased efficiency. I mean, one of the tools I invested in for my own store is a bigger warehouse. I mean, but that was all about efficiency.
And okay, I'm just gonna be, this is like really kind of a weird, I think, but me redoing my office has made me more efficient.
Oh, I totally see it. I mean, we have just seen
I
it
have stuff like
in
here
a new iPad Carrie got. That made, yes,
that makes a huge
absolutely.
difference there, right? So
Because
there's all
playing
different
with
kinds
one now.
of
I mean, I had a store call earlier, new printer, print contracts right at intake desk. Nice.
yeah, yeah. So they're making your life easier.
Training my employees to price items and using the pricing guide.
Oh,
Exactly.
Heather.
A new laptop for your star employee whose birthday it is today.
Is it her birthday?
Yeah, I think so. I think I got the day right.
I did, Heather. I painted. I did. Everything is different. Everything's organized and within reach. And
Yeah.
I'm sure stuff is. I'm not the hot.
Very Starbucks like, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Very Starbucks like. Yes, it's Aaron's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
But these things matter. These things change it. These things are game changers in your business. They're simple but not simplistic. Okay. They move the needle. Okay. And as business owners, as entrepreneurs, we're always looking things that move the needle. Yes, it feels like an expense at the time, an expense of money, an expense of time, all of these things. But then it starts paying you back. You go from having this stack to having this stack to having these stacks, Angie.
Good, Jess. Yeah, right.
Having and time. Okay, time so you can sit on the couch. Time so you can have dinner with your loved ones. Time so you can celebrate bus, uh, um, your family and time.
Trying to do a 3,000 stupid piece puzzle.
Oh, Jessica's already using Chat GPT. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way you're using it, Jessica, is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Because we've created the resale GPT. Is that going overboard, Angie, or is that just about right?
We do have the Resale Pro.
Yeah,
Resale
I
Pro
mean,
GPT. Yeah. It's
yeah,
it's a coming.
it's coming, and so if you have not read about our upcoming class, that's just a week away, right? A week and 12 hours or so,
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have not seen what we are doing in that class, what we're doing for promotions, what we're doing for hiring, what we're doing for social media, and even if you think you're already using ChatGPT for that, you're already using Gemini, you don't know the Resale Pro, okay, of using this.
Right.
And that is where it gets really exciting.
Right.
What we've done in a class that you can take for $149 if you're a next level member, okay, is really freaking amazing. Every morning when Angie says, look, I got to hop on a Zoom to show you the latest thing that's going to be in this class, I'm like, how many more latest things can you fit into this class?
Oh,
I mean, I know we've got 12 hours, but it really is, if you took this class, Angie, if you took this class, okay, and let's say right now today you're only $10. You're only making $10 an hour in your store.
Heather, just wait.
I love it, Heather.
Yeah.
But if you're only making $10 an hour, Angie, okay, and if taking this class, okay, saved you 1 hour a week, that'd be $10, right?
Yep.
Okay. The week after, it'll save you another $10. That's $20. The week after, Angie, it'll save you another $10. Don't confuse this with the yes day. That would be $30. The week after, four weeks out from taking the class, if you only made $10 an hour, and if the class only gave you 1 hour a week, okay, you would have banked $40. That means on a year, for 1 hour a week, you're going to bank $520. Okay, for a class that's going to cost you $150. And I am way underplaying how much time it's going to give you each week. I mean, if you're tired of staring at a blank screen, if you're looking at your calendar and saying, oh, I need to do something, if you're looking at that corner of inventory and saying nobody's coming in because the weather sucks and I need a great promotion to get people in the door, and everything, it is going to blow your socks off and amaze and wow you.
I will just say this. So I created, because here's the thing with ChatGPT, I don't know what it's going to tell me to do each time. Because I'm trying different things, right? So as I experiment with things, I am creating promotional events with the social and the emails and everything I need in less than an hour.
For the day, for the week, for the month, for
My promos for like a major event.
Yeah.
I've got the whole thing done, wrapped up, ready to go, 1 hour.
Nice.
Is all it takes me, because we're working through different social or chat GPT type programs, AI programs, to give the best, like,
Yield the best. Whoa, yeah.
I can't wait to show you guys what we're doing, because it's just
March
important.
3rd, 4th, and 5th, Carmela, and it's going to be recorded. So if you can't make all the days live, you can attend, you can watch the replay.
Right, so what we're gonna do is at the end of the day, after we're done recording, Carmela, is that we are putting it in a nice little package and sending it off at the end of the day, so you can watch it that night. So if you do have questions for the next morning, you can just shoot them off to us, and then we're just gonna work it through there. But yeah, you'll get the recordings, you'll get everything you need, all the worksheets, everything. The worksheets come the day before the class, so you will get that before, so you can print them off.
Oh, that's good to know.
March 4th, your opening day. Ooh.
Ooh, that's great.
Ooh.
So be
happy.
signed up so that you get the replays.
Yes, but Neil, can you go back to that quote, that reflection again today?
The first part.
Yep. Mhm.
Select a quote that challenges or changes your perspective on a particular topic. Explain how this will improve your outlook. Imagine yourself having a conversation with the author of the quote. What questions would you ask them, and what insights do you think they would share? If you were writing a letter to a friend or a loved one, which quote would you use as a starting point for your message? Reflect on the quote's relevance to your relationship and share your thoughts and feelings.
Here's what I would say. Can I answer that
You can.
a little bit? I would say,
You're the touchy feely deep one, not me.
really one, right? Knowledge is the enemy of fear. You know, that's my quote. That's my favorite quote. And I think that it's so perfect for today, because a lot of people are afraid of AI and they don't get it. And I was having this conversation with my husband yesterday, because he's like, why are you spending so much time on this? Because how can AI help a store owner? And I wanted to, I mean, I didn't laugh, but I wanted to be like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. Like, you have no idea what this can do to give time, technology, information, insight, analyzing, like all of this stuff. But he's of that, like, not that he's afraid to use AI, but he just doesn't understand it. So that knowledge would, like, take him away from that and be like, I think you'd be like, bring it on, bring it on. Because it's just a concept that if you've never used it and are afraid to try it because you think it's going to be too complicated, it's not. It's sitting down and having a conversation with me or Neil is really what it kind of is.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid of it. Don't shy away from it. We're going to teach you how to use this to such great advantage that we really are going to blow your mind with some of the things that we're going to show you.
It's going to be amazing.
It is. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. And we're going to have fun too.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
And you're going to be able to create things while we take in between, like, got this time, so that you are going to work on it and come back with questions.
Absolutely.
There's no way we can just sit here for 4 hours and stare at each other. Love you.
Yeah, what if I do my hair that day, Angie?
I might do mine.
You know, maybe I'll let it grow out, but maybe I'll let mine grow out by then. We'll have.
Yeah, but I'm just, it's just, you're going to get so much out of it, and it's really going to help, and it is going to pay you back that investment. So that's my.
Can't wait.
Right, I can't either. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
I am too. I'm really excited that we're able to bring this in a virtual way, that we're able to create all the recordings and connect with so many store owners over this, that it's going to create so much time.
Right.
Time, and allow them to focus on the things that matter inside their store. So I'm so excited about it.
Right,
Really going to take them to their next level.
we are.
Pun intended.
It is a game changer. Yes, he will be interacting, Heather.
Yes.
Some interaction, some me just going through stuff and Neil going through stuff, but there will be interaction.
There'll be some blow your mind moments where you just want to shout that out.
Right, right. I can't wait to,
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
We've been playing it each day, so I mean, it's like, yeah, you know, I want it to be tomorrow, Angie. It's just a little bit longer than that.
It's a little bit longer. I know, I want it to be tomorrow, but that just gives me another week to come up with more ideas.
That is so exciting.
You know how my mind goes.
I do know how your mind goes. So we'll rewrite the whole thing next weekend.
Let's be honest.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
You know what else I'm honest about, Angie?
What, Neil?
This video and everything we talk about goes over to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, subscribe, and oh yes, ring the bell, ring it so you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody you know in business, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, even the librarian, so that we can help everybody run a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8 than ish, but if you have a question in between, just email me, Neil, Neil, at nextlevelresale.com, Neil at nextlevelresale.com. We start the day every show with our unique daily quotes, our book from April. I've read a lot from this tonight. Our closing quote tonight is, the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Don't say no to your dreams. Don't say no to the future. Say yes to making your life easier. And join us at our AI Made Simple workshop. Everything's at nextlevelresale.com. But until Wednesday at more 8 than ish, know that you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. Have a great night, everybody. It's time for dessert. Ryland made chocolate cake.
Ooh, we have ice cream sandwiches.
Ooh, ice cream sandwiches. That sounds good too.
Bye,
See you soon, everybody.